called?
I don't know. This is episode 5, though.
Episode 5 of the Everskies Vanguard Campaign 2 preparation, Dawn of Worlds. We are missing our good friend Chris. He has been with us for the past 4 sessions, but he is not with us right now because he had a kid. And so that kid, they are busy with that right now. He might jump in at some point, but at the moment, we have the 4 players here. I'm Jake, the dungeon master, the game master. We have had, we're in the third age right now of Dawn of Worlds, and we have already done 4 rounds. So we're looking to just wrap this up tonight. We'll be finished, and then I have everything that I kind of need to begin prep on the setting guide for our campaign 2 as we finish campaign 1, which is right now 107 sessions. Are we going into session 108?
108. Yeah.
108 this Friday.
Fuck yeah.
So it's good. It's good, and we who knows when we'll actually be done with it. But I just need some time to prep that campaign. What we have here for this world yet, which is still unnamed, the continents are unnamed. We have 20 different races. We have that includes the sub races. We have a bunch of different gods, many different cities. This is uh, this is a very diverse world with a lot of exciting things that have happened throughout the 3 ages, and I think there's plenty for me to pull from. The campaign 2 is going to be in a small, condensed area, just a few cities, smaller region. I think that's enough about that. Do we all remember how to play? 5 sessions? Do we all remember how to play?
As much as we can.
That's good. I am ready then. So why don't we start off with rolling for power? So that is, you roll 2d6. Remember to check your sheets if you still have bonuses from having a few points. You add that bonus up.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Here we go.
Oh, Keith, yeah. Powered up. Okay.
Fuck yeah.
And then
Power up as much.
let's roll for initiative.
Right.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Michael getting plenty of
Oh,
time
boy.
to plan his turn. But
Well, what sucks is that I have it planned from last time we played
The one time.
to do half of it.
yeah.
Are you sure, Michael? Are you sure?
So we have Trav at an 8, Michael with 2, Keith with 4, and Spencer with 10.
Oh boy.
And then we're gonna get rid of Chris for now. Okay. You have all your points figured out? I think we are ready to go. So, Spencer, you're up.
Oh no.
You did not have your turn prepared.
No, I didn't. Didn't know how many points I was gonna have.
Spencer,
But I
do
do
you
have.
have Rhythm Bot muted by chance?
I do, yeah.
Okay, good.
Yeah, the stream is Rhythm Bot muted.
That's what I got.
We just needed the rhythm bot photo, otherwise we would not be using it.
I was thinking of copyright issues
Yep,
and
yeah.
stuff like that.
Oh
Yeah, I just need
that's
Rhythm
really
Bot in there,
familiar
otherwise
music. What
Travis
is
gets
that?
cut in half.
Right.
Everyone that's Rhythm Bot, he doesn't talk to us.
Is that is that an old paper song?
What?
The ancient paper?
The ancient
The
paper.
ancient manuscript?
Yes. The ancient manuscript.
Ancient manuscript, the 5th.
Good. Good.
Yes.
Hi, Sable.
What you got?
So we're gonna have a catastrophe. Excuse me.
Starting right away? What
Yep.
continent? Left, right, or top?
we're gonna ruin stuff from day one. We're gonna go for
Asteroid.
asteroid. That doesn't answer what continent, but space. The moon is gonna crash.
Planet.
No,
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
gonna be in the right continent,
Continent right. Catastrophe.
Which one's the right
Nice
continent?
the one on the right side.
Leave me alone. I'm.
Full of it tonight.
I
You
know.
are. You're
It's
something.
All right, so catastrophe on continent right. So catastrophe. By this power, the gods express their wrath. Fiery mountains to the destruction of avatars, the loss of great advancements, to the destruction of city walls. Power
Yep.
brings upon ruin upon them all by whatever clever mechanisms the player can imagine. What you got?
Man, there's all
Names
kinds of
for
stuff
things.
here.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I don't know what I'm gonna destroy,
Well,
but I'm
look,
gonna just blow
I
something.
had an idea, and then I realized that it didn't make sense where I wanted to put it because it was physically not what I thought it was at first. So instead of it happening there, I guess. So in Kutub, which I assume at this point has spread to cover most of the lovely plateau it sits on.
Yeah.
It's been there a while. I assume that they've been growing and everything.
Yeah.
The-
I want to look at Kutub real quick.
And
Kutub
It's
is
down
the
here.
the Ulhakm.
Yes.
Ulhakma
Yep.
city.
Yeah.
And that's the one that
Yeah.
has the reverse waterfall, right?
Yeah, so it's got kind of like a big lake
In
that
the middle.
I assume they figured out how to build on top of.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's not like the end of the world here, thankfully, but natural erosion
Good,
over
good.
this long period of time has caused a settling. So like one half of the plateau just sinks like 50 feet lower, 40 feet lower than the other half. It just unseats part of the city. Doesn't make them tumble into the forest below or anything, but adds interesting geography to the plateau.
Two-step.
It's a two-step, yes.
So the catastrophe is okay. So it's just
Like
Just
there's
shifting the
possibly-
city.
yeah, like a
And-
corner
and
of the city
nothing-
where the water's flowing kind of like
Mhm.
slides down.
I
So,
think
yeah.
it's when I first heard you say it, I thought that's kind of light for a catastrophe, but no, because just because it's a catastrophe doesn't mean people need to be hurt, lives need
And
to
I
be
mean,
lost. Like,
obviously,
this happens, this
Sure.
could disrupt the entire city
Right.
because people will realize they need to move or they need to spend resources to repair it, do
Mhm.
whatever. Like there's some good stuff there, and it gives me some opportunities, story-wise. Okay.
and
Probably
maybe this-
break some bridges and,
and
stuff
maybe
Did you
this
along
say
is-
there.
was it the west side?
What's that?
Was it the west side?
Yeah, it'd be the
of
side
plateau?
facing that river that flows out of the northwest.
Okay.
Because that seems like a logical place for water erosion to happen.
Okay.
And that's my whole turn.
Okay. Trav, you're up.
All right. Do I already have any kind of random words? Names. So I was gonna do some stuff on the right continent.
Thank you.
We're gonna do command race. Gonna get my action thing here. Do command race, where it's technically kind of a group effort. I was kind of thinking the Star Snakes and the Troska, the shark people over there, have kind of encountered each other, and the shark people have kind of helped the Star Snakes down in the south there, like establish a new city. So it's technically the mostly, or I don't know, yeah, it's kind of built like for the Star Snakes, but it's also
But many
like-
Troska live there as well.
yeah, they have helped, and they also not quite like maybe like a fourth or so maybe. And we're gonna put that this looking on a different window for a drawing thing. So we will draw a shape. That
Just when I thought we were done with the star snakes, Trav.
done with. They've like hardly done anything.
Yeah, no, I'm glad you're doing something with them now.
Yeah.
What more do you want? They've come into an existence and they almost got killed by volcanoes.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that was the other thing. They've kind of been a little like refugee feeling. Like I don't know. They kind of. I feel like they also kind of embraced the like magma rain that they probably had for a little while and have like developed that into maybe part of it because they were like ranged combat things. So I just imagine them using like flaming arrows and stuff like that more often than
hey,
other
Trav.
things. Yeah.
How are they going to use the bows?
Yeah, I'll figure out how they're like. Cause I think they will have like hands and things. But yeah, I rolled up that thing kind of randomly. But
they got no arms. How you originally described them.
They have arms and legs. They're both kind of so yeah. But
so they're not snakes.
The hands themselves are the kind of.
I look forward to seeing what the artist shows.
Yeah, because like I said, I was going to try to like get them drawn up better.
We're gonna submit for art, and they're just gonna send us a screenshot of a hydralisk from StarCraft.
Yeah, it's kind of got a similar idea for that.
They have hands.
They have hams.
I enjoy ham.
But yeah, with hands at the end of big spear things. So yeah, I don't know if they've got like little. But yeah, that's only a few points. City.
What city is this?
That is the thing that I am floundering about because I don't have a whole bunch of translation things. What?
On the map, it's that dot.
Yep, that's the one there.
City to the south. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna think of the rest of my actions before I worry about the name there. Sorry.
Okay. No, it's okay.
All right. So we've got that. We're gonna have the. This is gonna be more of a, I guess a defensive kind of thing, but the. Oh yeah, no. The. For Jaka Forest over on the left continent, the I think we're gonna do Command Avatar, and we're gonna help the Alkin raise a new army in their city. So that's gonna be that. So that's just
okay.
Army over there.
Yes, I need to mark that off. Army.
Because I think they were at 0 after their big fight with things, I assume.
Yes, everyone went down to the maze and died.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, Chris is here.
Oh!
We can kick Rhythm Bot.
Yep, I'll kick him. I'll kick Rhythm Bot.
There we go.
Go on.
Go on, get.
Well, that's okay.
Yeah.
Hi, Chris. I know you're muted. Let me add this army real quick to. Which one was this? Farjaka? No. Vespla.
Vespla, yeah.
Hello, Chris.
Do I have that spelled right? Is it Vespla?
I think so. Like that, I haven't.
Nope, that's good. Okay. One army. Okay. You still had some actions. Before you do that, Chris, you all ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Why don't you roll power real quick, and then we're just gonna throw you at the end of the initiative.
Okay.
Good news, Michael. You're not last anymore.
You'll be last in my heart, Michael.
Man, you are feisty tonight.
Bully.
I'm disappointed, Keith, that I'm in your heart at all.
You know,
Take me out of your heart.
You gotta live in the world, but that's another conversation.
Wow.
Chris coming in hot.
Oh wow.
At least someone's rolling a lot of points.
Yep.
Like Christmas for me.
So, Chris, we're on Trav's turn right now. This is still the first round of the night, but we're on round 5. So, you have plenty of time to think about what you want to do. We're gonna finish up Trav's turn right now. Sorry, Trav. Thank you for being patient with that. I wanted to
Thank
get
you
them
for
thinking.
stalling for more time to think of what we're gonna do. I guess
I don't even know anymore.
I guess let's do a command race. Like I guess the Troska could probably like they kind of started building this animal reserve like but basically eventually just think of turning that into like kind of a zoo or something, or I don't know, just like establish stuff there. But not but for now they're going to establish a city, and then I guess since I mentioned it, let's also command that city to make like a wonder is one of the things it says it can do. So I guess like oh gosh, this is going to be another name, isn't it?
It will.
Yeah.
So the Troska are establishing a city next to the animal reserve.
Yeah.
Okay. And then is it additional points to do a wonder?
Well, that's I'm commanding the city then to build the wonder. So that would be the additional points.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
Commanding the race to build a city, then commanding the city to build.
I gotta look real quick.
I guess maybe
Can a race do multiple? Since they already helped with the city, I just want to make sure that it's okay for them.
No,
to build
he's
another
using command city to make the wonder. He used command race to make a city, and then command city.
He's used command race to make 2 cities.
Oh.
Well, I just want to make sure that that's okay.
Yeah.
Like,
well, technically it was like the star snakes of the other city. I don't know if it's a different.
Oh, okay. Name. Yeah. Yeah, with the Troska's assistance, that's fine.
Yeah.
We'll go with that. Okay. Troska established a city next to the animal reserve named blank. And then command city to build the wonder. What is the wonder?
So it's basically just kind of turning the area and just like a massive like just zoo, and like kind of just like going out into the preserve, but just like turning that into like walkways and just kind of curating animals and stuff like that. It's kind of the idea. Can't remember.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know. They like animals and nature, so like they want to show it off.
One of my favorite things. I love animals, and I love going to zoos. So I just thinking about this thing. I don't usually think of a zoo in a D&D
fantasy
campaign.
Yeah.
In a fantasy game.
Yeah.
So, would you say that this is? So the Troska, what are they? I just want to ask real quick. They are
Shark.
they're the shark humanoids, and so they're 0 purity. So they're not evil, they're not corrupt, they're not pure, generally speaking. Would you say that this is a good animal preserve, like this, or this is all about conservation? This is all about treating them with respect. This isn't about treating them, as like
this isn't
cruelty or anything like that.
This isn't Tiger King down here. This is a good
I
place.
have not watched it.
Me either.
Yeah.
I trust you, but that sounds great. That's okay. Good. So once you have those names for me, let me know, and then let me ask real quick. Troska City beside Animal Preserve. Okay. The Star Snake City. What is the purity level there?
Oh, gotcha. That's gonna be because what are the star snakes? Are they just neutral?
Star snakes are neutral.
Yeah, it's just gonna be neutral as well.
Okay. And then what about the Troska City beside the Animal Preserve?
That one will be +1, so we'll go up 1 up from them.
Great.
Because they've got kind of like a -1 city with Obolons, and they've got a +1 down here then. And but yeah, I think that will use up enough points because I did 2 command races and technically like 2 command cities, but one was through the Avatar. So.
Okay. And that's it.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
Keith.
All right. I'm just
You're
gonna
up.
go ahead and
Saucy
enter it right
pants.
here. Got a
Oh, geez.
new. Yeah, I'm that guy.
No, that's okay. This is good. What continent is this on?
Anywhere within the
Everywhere.
triangle defined by the 3 mountains.
So
this
the
is
ley lines.
Yeah, this is a thing going forward. So you guys can read this in roll 20.
Mana Storm. So I'm going to read it for the audience because I don't think we have the chat open, do we?
A little
Even
bit.
if it did, it's not great.
Maybe not.
Mana Storm. Every now and then, on a 1d6 week basis, a mana storm engulfs a 10-mile area within the triangle defined by the 3 mountains. First mountain is Terramordial, or by Terramordial. Second mountain is by Nebosme. And the third mountain is over here by this planar tempest that's occurring. The following 1d6 may happen. A person is forever changed by magical measures. Their alignment may be fully reversed. The landscape is altered to reflect another plane of existence. The mana storm deposits a group of people from another plane of existence. Totally stolen from GURPS Banestorm. What's a GURPS Banestorm?
It's a supplement.
A new god is born, wandering the world in mortal form. The area is engulfed in magical energy, whereby all spells are intensified by 3 spell levels. A new story is implanted in all bards' minds who are in this area. They may have individual interpretations of the story, but the tropes and structures of the story are forever imparted in the world. To this day, some people may say, I'm not sure if you're speaking truth, or if a mana storm gave you the idea. Great, okay.
And yeah, those are all the different things that it could do.
Could
Right.
do.
Mm-hmm.
Just so you know, I might... I should ask real quick, is everyone okay with this?
That's the question.
I feel like tweaking some numbers on it is probably
I feel
a
like
fair thing.
D6
Certainly.
weeks is pretty a lot.
Yeah, that's a little frequent.
Yeah.
And also
20 maybe.
Yeah.
3
and
spell
also,
levels could be.
And if
also like
and maybe the area space is more variable.
Sure, that's a good
Yeah.
idea.
yeah.
So
And
maybe
also like potentially like I know with I guess forever changing some stuff like I just think of like the landscape over like a lot of years it definitely like
Right. If the landscape is altered
completely
for
changing.
a period of time within that area, that's one thing, but
Right.
like that would very quickly turn everything into a hot mess if that was permanent.
So
like it could
Could
be
we
a long
say-
time but still it could
something like 10d20 in that case.
10d20 what?
Or even 10d100 for a number of weeks. Or perhaps even 1d6 decades.
So this is all a fairly recent phenomenon,
Right.
because we're in the last age. Every round here is what, 1 to 5 years.
1 to 5 years.
Pretty much, yeah.
So I think
Yeah. It
Where
being
is
fairly
what, Mike?
frequent isn't terrible.
being frequent isn't necessarily 1d6 is too frequent, but then again, it could happen anywhere within the triangle.
Right.
Some people will be hit harder, some people won't be. Sometimes it'll just happen in the...
You could potentially, if you were to deposit people, if it's in the ocean, you can have a whole new landmass be created as a result.
We're gonna stay with this right now. I might tweak it, Keith. I'm sure. I know
Sure.
you're okay with that. I might tweak
Absolutely.
the time. I might tweak the intensity. some of these magical things that happen here. It's very specific. Um,
You could even
and
ignore it. That's okay with me.
but
Where
The idea lives on.
what's that?
where is this happening? The triangle between the big mountains? Is that what I heard?
Within
Right.
the
Yeah, anywhere within that space.
The Bermuda Triangle of most of the
Yep.
world.
Right.
Yep, we could all do a little keep yours there. Ta-da! And then someone else does it, and anywhere in that area.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, I'll work with you on if I do make any changes. I might increase the intensity in some ways, but decrease the frequency.
Right.
We'll see.
Yeah.
But I like it, and you know, well, I'll keep the rolls since you built that in. But yeah, I might change just a few. Probably will change just a few things, but I might work with you on that, or
Cool.
you'll just be surprised if it ever happens to you.
Or if it never happens, it's all good too.
Or if it never happens. Yep, it's still in the lore. Like even though we may never see it, if we play this campaign through through this world, 3 or 4 different campaigns, may never see it.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
Okay. Do you have any other actions?
No.
Okay. Michael, you're
Yeah.
up.
So, what I want to do is kind of building off the direction I was working in some of the last turns from our previous session. And if I remember correctly, there had been a war that had happened down here at Center Mage, and the Shujama had swept in after the major campaign and tried to clean up and failed.
Yep.
And they went home licking their wounds, and I had sent um, a general. Here I have it right. After their defeat at Center Mage, the Shujama general Zakazir gathers a small force to take over the investigation begun by the Harbingers, which are an order within the Shujama, of the ancient ruins in the Foundling Woods. So we were up here, and because something had been going on before. Someone wrote "Undead Rising Up" to remind us of that.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes there and discovers only doom, and in so doing unleashes a terrible and ancient evil from out of time. That had happened on the last turn. And I'd kind of conceived too of this as the machinations of the demon god Hazrael. And now what I want to do building off of that, I think I can do this. I already have an avatar, but I want to create a new avatar. My reading of the rules is that avatars can also be like major figures in the world, but they don't necessarily need to be the avatar of your god or something like that. Is that right? I see a lot of heads nodding yes. Okay.
That was my impression too.
Okay. So what I'm going to do is create avatar, and from out of time and ancient evil, the Death Lord Ash'ul has been awakened. I'll write that here. I don't know how to type it in Roll20, but the U has an umlaut over it, we can say.
Which letter? The U?
Yep. Has been awakened in the ancient ruins. The arrival of the Shujama leader Zakazir, as prophesied, creates the opportunity for Ash'ul to reform in the body of Zakazir. So now Zakazir, the Shujama general, is like possessed by Ash'ul, and he's going to be doing some stuff. But that's pretty much.
Are you reading all this off?
Yeah, I have it in my document, which I've shared with you.
In your document, which you've shared with me.
My Dawn of Worlds Google Doc, where I've been charting all of my own stuff. But I'll just copy and paste it if you want.
Sure. Because I'm sure since you keep mentioning Zach, what is it?
Zakazir.
Okay. I don't know if it was last time it was going too quick, but I don't have that name either. So
It might have been the detailed notes that I have, and I didn't say any of that in session, but the first paragraph is turn 4, and the second one is right now. So that's 8 points. Turn 5, right? Yeah, there we go.
yep.
And given my shitty roll, that's all I can do. So I'm done.
Boy, that left continent, it's seen some shit.
Yeah, it is. It's all kind of peaceful on the right continent.
Right.
There's a lot of stuff that goes on the right continent, but not like
New gods. Okay, Troska cities.
It's more economic and cultural on the right continent, I feel.
Yeah.
And then I need avatars. And this was. Did it have a god? Ashkul.
No, he's just it's not a god at all. It's some great ancient evil power, but not not a god necessarily. And I think didn't you do something there that made it so like people can't leave when they go in or something like that? What happened at the ancient ruins that you did, Chris?
Nothing can be changed. We talked about possibly anything that goes there may be permanently stuck there, like it can't leave the area.
Yeah.
Removed, like if you take something from that area, as you leave the area, it like slowly vanishes like from your possession, and it returns to its original location.
And everything just kind of continually resets back to a certain state.
Yeah. Or I feel like interacting, you might be able to change something, but eventually you get stuck in a pattern there, and then you're locked in as well.
Right. Yeah. That's what I was hearing.
I was kind of thinking too that this will mean that he's kind of stuck there, but will grow his power from there.
There is nothing like an ancient evil that is imprisoned that just like hangs over the world. If for those that know, and those that are going to do anything in their power to keep him there. But then when he escapes.
So that's the question too. If he leaves the time lock scenario, does that mean he fades away after a while, or does he stay in the flesh?
Well, can he leave, or does he have the same thing?
I think these are great DM hooks.
Whoops, sorry.
I think these are great DM hooks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have to have these details. We're just given the the rough.
We're just growing stuff to the GM.
That's right. Chris, you're up. Thanks, Michael. I got your names for the cities, Trav.
Cool beans.
Oh. Okay.
Actually, before you go on, Chris, what did you say was above the U in your in the Ashkul name?
An umlaut, so it's the 2 dots.
That's what I thought. Okay. I'm gonna grab that real quick. I'm gonna throw it in. Okay, Chris, you're up.
All right. So first item is going to be a command avatar from the god Razarai through his avatar Eratis. He will be the command will be actually the avatar will actually do a command race action with that, but basically based on what happened last time, it'll be a command race for the race to I think originally, I want to say in the first age, there was a command race action to go out and uh, bring wisdom and knowledge to a world. I want to say something along those lines. It's been a while.
That you had done with your or
Yeah. I'm trying to remember the exact details. Uh, yeah, like civilizing the people of the world and spreading music. I think this is going to be an expansion of that. Is to go out the world and bring,
Commanded the DN right?
yeah, the D&A. So bringing and enforcing peace throughout the world. So like be the world's, you know, peacekeepers and hold evil at bay type thing. That's like it's going to be like a general like command to that to the D&A as a race as a whole. And then things
Okay.
are happening.
Great. Okay. As through Eratis, Azurai will command the DN to be the world's peacekeepers and keep evil at bay.
Yeah, and you know, because they're meant to civilize the world, and now it's like you know they need to keep the peace of the world and to help protect others. You know, especially after the last little tryst they had at Port Icar. So
Yeah.
What's
Okay.
the name of this organization?
what was that?
What's the name of this
of the
organization?
I didn't catch that.
You can type it in Roll20 if you want.
What's the group
the
called?
name of the organization is what he's asking.
Sorry, I've had a White Russian, so
So it's command race on the D&A.
on D&A. Okay.
It's
Yeah,
the entire race.
I guess the question is, do you have? So this isn't necessarily an order. This is just the race as a whole. These people go out there and do good. This is not
Okay.
like a monastic order. This is not like a police force, anything like that. A guard, an army that has a special name or insignia. This is just these people believe that their god has told them to wander the world and do good
Do good.
and bring peace. So,
Gotcha.
is that right, Chris?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What's the name of the race?
DN.
D&A.
D&A.
I'll
Okay.
type it.
Yep. They're one of the older races.
They are.
What do you got for your next action, Chris?
Oh man, shit's going down, yo.
Shit.
All right. After that,
Okay. Thank you.
there will be a catastrophe.
Where? What
course.
continent?
It'll be on the right continent, but it
Thank
will
you.
be. It's not necessarily location specific, but there will be effects. So, Dieth Kenti, the city that transcends planes, one of those mana storms is going to manifest itself like all around there, and it's going to be this giant lightning, chaotic storm that just it's always there, and so you have this like city that's ascended, and like there's just chaos around it, and Razurai is now missing, gone. No one knows what happened, but Razurai is gone, and Eratis is struck dead in the middle of Ila Fortis, screaming out in agony as this thing appears and dies.
Say that again.
Which-
Eratis is killed.
Yes, struck dead in the middle of Ila Fortis.
Struck dead.
Shit.
Is there a cause that we know of, or are you leaving that up to me?
Not a known mortal cause.
No known mortal cause. Okay. Is that it?
No.
When you get done with your turn, Chris, will you draw a little mana, the mana storm above Dieth Kenti? Like we have the planar tempest up there, just something light.
Something like that.
Sure.
It's terrible, but
Beautiful.
beautiful at the same time. So that's a catastrophe. And then I want an event, which is 9. So that will exhaust all 20.
Wait, what was that last one?
So I'm going to do an event next.
Oh, okay. Jeez, an event and a catastrophe. Okay.
Holy crap.
Someone's doing an event.
Somebody got a lot of points.
Yeah. Where's the event happening? Continent.
There's gonna be an event, and it's gonna be circled around. Did you and your White Russians have some like mysterious plans with the Tower of the Dead?
I have no plans whatsoever. Feel free to do whatever you like to it.
Perfect. So, the Tower of the Dead is gonna start. I think similar to a beacon, but like the top of it's gonna start glowing.
Ooh.
And radiating magic, and like materializing above it is going to be some type of crystalline formation that's basically like a beacon, and it's just emitting waves of magical energy out into the world.
So they were right. They were the descendants of it. I approve.
Perfect. Okay, I'll do that.
It's not just my White Russian saying that.
So, sometimes to make a beacon, you got to break a few thousand civilizations, people.
In order to make a White Russian, you gotta break a few Russians.
What you got, Chris? Is that it?
That exhausts all 20 of my points.
Wowza. That's a
Making
powerful
me
move.
jealous.
Chris, I gotta say, I like that you did a little bit with your own stuff, some big moves, including with your avatar and everything. I gotta go in there and mark Aratis is dead. Dead. But then also, I do like that you did something with, you're building off of the other people's things as well.
Yeah, I didn't feel right killing anyone else's stuff off. I was like, I'm okay killing my own deity off.
It's ballsy. I'll give you that.
Yeah. All right. Or missing, not dead, missing.
Missing.
Rasserai is missing.
I should I'm leaving kind of open-ended.
Yep.
Well, at least one is apparently
Aratis
publicly
is dead. Rasserai is
I was talking about the dispenser earlier, but maybe this is the time that we're kind of laying down hooks for the GM.
a little bit. All right.
A little bit.
That's round 5. Technically, we could end there.
It's vote time.
All we need. What?
I said it's vote time.
Yep, it's vote time. So we need 4 people, I think, right? How many people do we need to? We need
Everyone
4 of
less
you
one.
to vote. Yep,
Okay.
everyone plus 1 needs to vote. Yes, we're done.
So 4 of us need
Everyone
to vote
match.
to be done.
Yep. Otherwise, we will go on to round 6.
Okay.
Okay. So, do you want to be done? If you do, raise your hand. Okay. We'll do another round, round 6. But we do have 2 votes. People are feeling like they are ready.
What's the name of the world, Jake?
No,
We'll figure that
when
out.
it's done.
No.
And I don't have it yet. We're gonna wait and see how the world is before I name it.
He knows
I'm
what the
gonna
I have-
he knows what the
ask that
settings
every
called.
round.
Oh no. All right, everyone, roll. Roll for power.
Don't mind me.
Ugh.
I'm so.
I got
so
a
very
blue
sorry.
one. Because I got a max and a min.
Oh, that's actually gonna be 10 because of the +3.
We assume you can add your 3 in private if you need to.
Okay.
I never add mine into the
Don't
roll.
forget to add your bonuses.
Good thing I had some leftover points.
And
You got pretty well.
go
Yeah,
ahead
that's right.
and roll.
It's actually 11.
Roll initiative.
Okay.
Wow, lots of 7s.
Shoot her
7.
out.
Oh, I'm sorry.
So we
Womp
got.
womp. Oh no.
Roll starts it at 6. Okay. 6.
Damn.
Trav's at 7.
Damn. Why?
The fuck, Chris?
It's two. Well-
Too bad that wasn't my power roll.
Fuck.
Well, like last time, they have another 20 points to
All
use,
right.
15 points.
Trav and Michael, who would like to go first?
Should we roll it off, Travis?
Sure.
Do it.
Do another initiative roll.
Sure.
Roll a d17 for a tiebreaker.
No.
Roll a
I knew it was gonna
d17
happen.
for a tiebreaker.
Yes,
I
roll a
think you should play
d17.
through another
D17.
campaign.
Please
D17.
tie. Please tie. Please tie.
That would be
Another
great.
eight. All right, Michael, you're going first. You're going second, excuse me. Then Trav's going third. All right, this is round 6. Let me put everyone's name in here.
Chris has the all lovely, like, go last, then first.
Yeah.
It's good. He had a lot of points to go last, and now he has a couple of points to go first.
You all can see the initiative order, right?
Yes, can this
Okay,
time.
good. Good. Okay.
That.
Just doing one other thing real quick.
Be excellent to each other.
Round 7.
Fight.
Right?
No, 6. Well, you
Yes,
have,
round 6.
you
Yeah,
have a
sorry.
0 in there.
6. No, I was looking at 7, but I didn't mean to have that. No.
7, 8, 9.
Oh, I see what's going on. Okay, Chris, you're up.
All right. So, the guy in Paris will command his order of the Infernal within Center Mage to start civil war and civil unrest.
And Ferris will command.
To gain control of Center Mage.
Shit.
Where
Okay,
are these?
well.
Wait, hold on. Where are these people? And Ferris will command order.
Yeah, there's an order. I think I made it previously. Oh my. Yeah, and I don't know if that's it's the order in Center Mage with the Lenin, the Order of the Infernal. Originally, they were inciting doubt in the leadership of Center Mage to believe Infernus is the true light, and now they are going to incite civil unrest. I don't think they're going to gain control, but that's like
Just making it unresty.
Yeah,
Center Mage, the ultimate hive of villainy.
I mean, if you think about this right now, that's not going to change anything from a mechanical standpoint in this game right now at the moment, but like it just gives you another reason not to go to Center Mage, because like there's going to be multiple sides of people infighting in their city. Just that's a chaotic place.
Yeah. I love the idea of like factions.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, it's a big place. There's definitely room for people to have different opinions and things.
Mm-hmm.
In different
All right.
areas.
What else you got?
There's only one opinion. Wait. All right, I gotta detract those points here.
There's my opinion, and then there's people that are wrong.
So 8.
Just giving me ideas.
Good. That's the goal. Is to just do fun.
Right.
Building.
Because now I'm just inciting chaos. That's all I'm doing as a player.
Absolutely. Looks like events are 9 points, so I gave myself another point this round.
Oh yeah, because you used 10 last time, didn't you?
Right. It was really 9, so.
You know what? We will then create. The Far Wind is one of the Dragonborn cities, right?
Which one?
Farwind, or is that no? That's one of the other ones.
I think you made that city, didn't you?
I
Arwen.
did.
Yeah, that's for the what's the race called? The
Eratis or whatever. It's one of the, yeah, it's like the nature race.
yes,
Bracken. Bracken's a dragonborn, right?
yes.
All right.
Bracken is. I'm gonna look it up real quick for you. Bracken, if I can find it. Now we're running into too many cities as well. Dragonkin Coastal City, yes.
Okay, so in the Dragonkin, so we're gonna and Ferris is gonna create an order, the Order of the Infernal within that city with the um, Dragonkin.
Order of the Infernal.
Yep.
Bracken.
Or,
Hold on real quick. I'm just gonna give you some flavor real quick, just so you're aware. Bracken is a -2 in the corruption. So yeah,
Okay.
just so you're aware. Okay. Is there anything else that you do?
um, I don't think because I've got one star. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm done.
Okay. That is your turn, Michael.
All right. First, I'm going to spend how many points?
Where at?
3 points to corrupt a civilization um, under from the influence of Zakazir. I'm kind of thinking it might be interesting to think of the idea that I was building on before, that Ashghul had been trapped, but it was Zakazir's arrival that allowed him to perhaps escape. But whatever, that's for the DM to play with, how he goes about exercising his influence now that he's been able to kind of get some new agency, we'll say. But um, that influence is going to cause the civilization of the Shujama to largely be corrupted. So that's a -1, which I think takes them to -2.
Shama will be corrupted.
Yeah. And as a side note too, so there's an order within the Shujama called the Harbingers that's been active for a long time, but they've also been affected by this corruption and are kind of, I'm thinking almost like Zakazir as an evil dictator of sorts, and the Harbingers become kind of like his secret police or something. But they still conduct a lot of the activity that they were engaged in before, as far as investigating um, knowledge and secrets, and working towards the greater aims of the Shujama to hoard knowledge. But now more interested in putting it towards more nefarious purposes. And as my second action, I'm going to spend.
Hold on. Can I interrupt real quick? Because I'm curious. Um, there. So the Shujama are being corrupted um, by your corrupt civilization.
Correct.
Saying, and in your flavor, or in the reason why, in the lore reason, you're saying under the influence of Zakazir.
Correct. It's all just flavor.
So I'm confused by that because I think I need just a little detail, or what's the connecting piece here in that. So Zakazir, as prophesized, Zakazir is the leader of the Shujama, but
Zakazir,
then he created the opportunity for Ashgul to reform within his body.
correct, but
So
perhaps
is
not willingly. So in a sense, it's Ashghul is working through Zakazir, who is a renowned general.
yeah, okay. So and okay. So is Ashgul locked in the ancient ruins, or is he out?
I mean, I think that's ultimately going to be up to you. I think I was kind of playing with the idea in my notes here that he had been trapped, and part of that was maybe the time thing, but it was Zakazir's arrival that let him, through the possession, kind of escape. But maybe not entirely. Maybe there's maybe
Okay,
a core part of his essence is still trapped there. I don't know. It's really up to
I'm
you.
following. Nope,
Sorry.
that's good. I'm following now. Thank you. I just needed to walk through that because it didn't make sense. I thought, yeah, don't need to go into more detail. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Okay,
So yeah,
your second action.
so yeah, my first action was corrupt civilization,
Yeah.
and the second action will be to advance that same civilization, the Shujama, and now make them the masters of necromancy.
Hot.
Because I don't think necromancy's been taken yet, has it? Anywhere?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I don't think
No.
so either.
And then I have one more thing I'm going to do.
Writing this down.
And I'll wait until you're ready.
I am ready.
So predictable, but it has to happen. We have to have this in our world. I'm going to
Mouse folk?
command. What?
Are you creating mouse folk? We don't need another race, but it's so predictable because I love them. You might as well just do it.
I'm so surprised that you didn't do it.
My woodlings are pretty close to mouse
Oh, they
folk.
aren't, Trav.
Maybe a little bit bigger eyes.
I think we'll still find mouse folk in here.
And I live in trees.
GM, he's got GM magic powers.
Maybe they'll just be in the setting guide. Yeah. Okay, sorry. Go ahead.
So I'm going to command Avatar, and I am commanding Zakazir slash Ashhul to raise an army at the ancient ruins, probably I'm thinking undead army, demonic horde. It's really, again, I will leave that in your hands.
Okay.
I guess I'm
Great.
thinking that, and that is my turn.
Okay. Great. Thank you. I need to add that context. Continent. And we're up to Trev.
Huzzah! I've got my things figured out, and I don't have any difficult names to come up with. So
You only
I'll
have
do
yourself to blame.
yes. But the first thing I'll do the woodlings up in the Foundling Woods. They've been kind of uncomfortable with all the spooky stuff going on, and also it's about time they actually have a city. So I'm gonna do the command race left continent to make a city up in the kind of far away from the ancient ruins and the other stuff and deep in the forest of a city there, and that one's going to be kind of like an underground city. It'll still have stuff on top. I'm kind of picturing almost like a big because there's a lot of trees and stuff, so they'd be using that almost like a big beaver dam just on the land. Or at least not even that big, but just there'll be some stuff above ground, but also largely they're kind of trying to be safe underground kind of thing. And that's just going to be called Dirt Town.
Dirt Town?
Dirt Town. Because...
Can you describe for me again real quick? So this is the Woodlane.
The Woodlings.
Woodlane City?
Yeah.
Woodlane. Small, cute, race-like bush babies.
Yeah.
I want to see a bush baby real quick.
But yeah, I was kind of thinking big ears, bigger ears than a bush baby probably. You could probably interpret their faces kind of mouse-like, but maybe a little bit bigger eyes. A little bit more jumpy back legs.
Hold on, I've got something for you. Would you say they're I'm going to send you a photo.
Okay.
If I can find the Discord.
Yeah, I was also thinking of Jeroboa's the little jumping mouse thing is another kind of
How's that?
inspiration.
Check the Discord.
Yeah, a little bit. Maybe a little more leg and body, and but yeah, it's
Okay,
pretty close.
that helps. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
my mouse folk race. Well
Yeah.
done, Trav. You gain 30 extra power points. I'm kidding.
If you're serious, I did have a condition of like, well, if I happen to have 30 power points at some point, there's a thing there.
You had that specific condition. You had that held action. You were ready. You were like readied for that one.
Yeah. It was like if
that
by
is-
some miracle of something.
How's this sound?
I'll
I-
support that. Travis gets
almost want-
30 extra power points.
I
No.
almost want to give it to you
If
just
we
because
vote
I want
to
to see,
end
but no.
after this, we'll still roll power, and if we roll a combined 30, Travis gets to do his thing. Or we're done.
Building a red wall
I'd be
across
okay
the
with something like
continent.
Yeah. All right, Trav. What else you got?
All right. Then we've got I'm gonna have, just to use up like one other point, we're gonna have my avatar purify. I think you can just do up to a city. We're gonna purify Svan's the zoo city to one more +1 there. But then we're gonna use the remaining 9 points to basically like Mermuse with the Fakin has been kind of in this nasty kind of corrupted area. They were in the forest of potential. I think there was this blue thing was like a big fire or something. It's gotten kind of nasty, and I feel like they've been trying to think of some way to either get out or something. But I feel like I want to introduce, like, I don't know, a deity that probably is the one that made the thing that made the star snakes and stuff. Basically, kind of like a big, kind of like something from space and like the skies and stuff. But I was gonna but we're gonna do an event to do the city.
Yeah.
But the god for that was just gonna be Zell, and that's either with an XEL or ZEL or both. I don't know. I feel like there could be a symbol where they're kind of combined together. It's like an hourglass. But anyway, the thing that it's going to do to Mermuse is basically just like teleport it away, but not all in one place. Like basically just so it's scattered throughout the world. It's kind of a magical thing. And but just one at a time, Michael. Not both. Yeah, that's pretty much it. But yeah, basically, so this city that was all about illusion and like kind of keeping people having trouble from getting there, and instead of just being in this one corrupted area, they're just just spread all over. I don't know if it'd be worth putting any actual points on the map or whatever, but it's just like probably like 4 bigger parts, but then also a lot of just smaller parts where like parts of the civilization and the structures are sent places. But then I feel like it could, even with the illusion and stuff, you might get to one and it looks like there's most of the city, but actually it's only like a couple buildings, and it's just a really confusing, weird little parts of cities to come across. And then
that don't seem like they fit within the culture of this region, but somehow it's here, filled with this. What are they? This is the Fakin.
Yeah, like the plant fairy dragon things. So basically, you might see them anywhere in the world, and because they just kind of
let's do this.
Scattered all over.
Oops, why did I do that? Mermuse is gone.
Yep.
Why don't you choose where you want them, and if you want input from the others, go ahead. Or you could roll 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. You can roll a d27 for the left to right.
And about the same number up and down.
Yeah. So then you could roll that, and you could do that, uh,
Yeah, I
four
kind of want
times,
to at least.
and they could place them randomly.
Yeah, I kind of want to do at least one or two random, and then
And if they
yeah, I
appear
guess.
in the ocean, something will keep them up, or they'll be at the bottom of the ocean,
They're dead.
And they'll
dead.
figure it out. Maybe.
They'll figure
Yeah.
it out.
Yeah, I guess I don't know. Does anyone else have like input? Does anyone want like a part of a fake-in city?
You could put them in the
Somewhere
North
city that
Continent.
expands.
It's very quiet up there.
Yeah, we should definitely have one up there.
There's stuff happening up there.
Just
Okay.
saying, if Chris and I can make a tunnel in Minecraft underwater, then we can probably do something underwater for a hook.
Okay.
Put
All right.
part of the city right in the center of Center Mage.
Oh gosh.
Ooh.
More civil unrest.
Drop them in the
yes.
middle of the maze.
So yeah. So would you say I'd have like 4 parts of the city
Yep.
to distribute?
We're gonna do 4. Yep, they
Okay.
got split into quarters. Let's say.
Okay. So we're gonna do a roll for one of those. So we got
Hell
12
no.
and 8. I guess yeah. Let's do horizontal as the first one.
Okay, that's
Yep.
here.
The hill campaign settings are all down here.
There you go.
Not 20.
1, 2, 3,
It's here. This is 20.
8.
Oh, you rolled a 12 and then an 8. Sorry.
Yeah, 12 and then 8. Yep.
Oh, so does it wind up?
So
Yeah,
60
that counts your
feet.
scores for you.
25. Right
Okay.
here.
Gotcha. By the Mektaba.
Just off the coast of the Mektaba. They are one with the Mektaba.
And then you need to figure out what you're naming them. Like, they could all be named Mermuse, but they maybe got, Mermuse 1 or...
I feel like just splitting up
Ghost,
the
or-
name, like you have like Mer, Mew,
Sure.
S. I
Whatever
don't
you
know.
want to do.
Whatever
you want to do. Did you mark
yeah.
that space there? Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're gonna put. Yeah, I feel like, and then yeah, one for each of the other continents seems good. Let's
Where's the
go.
next one?
Let's go over here by the volcano-ish in the middle. Just I made these like
Which
half
volcano?
bridges.
One near the volcano by Terramordial.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's put it on the. I don't know. It's like I want to fill out the areas that there aren't people, but I also want it to be close to things where there are things.
Yeah. Well, you have 4 of them, so do both. Do it all.
I moved him to the other side of the other thing. Then we're gonna
Yeah, just
do
type
one up
that.
on the top one. We're gonna put them like real north. Like there's a little peninsula thing up there. Let's hang out there.
That's dangerous.
I guess I've got a theme, I guess, of being right on the entrance of peninsula. So let's see if we can find one of those down here too. Yeah, let's put this one over here.
Between Obolans and
Rockin'.
Frockin' sockin' robots.
great. But now there is no city that blocks the bridge.
Oh.
There's just all the other shenanigans that are going on over there.
Yep, there's so much more. Okay, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Okay. Keith, you're up.
Alright, so I've written mine out. I'm going to pop it out here, wasting all my points.
Event, so continent left. Event times 1. Center of the multiverse. I don't know why I'm typing it out. Center Mage, as a result of extensive research into magical machinations, creates several doors to other planes of existence. Many races pool into Center Mage unaware of the rest of the world. They freely trade with the Mad Maze King, giving him even more knowledge. Meanwhile, other factions are born within Center Mage and spread out into the world, seeding other places with their theories of how magic works. And then you're gonna okay, so let me type that all out.
It's like evil
Copy
Mechtiva.
paste. A little
Basically,
bit. That's what it one on two ends of the world.
I kind
Okay,
of like
and then
how people are kind of kidnapped and taken to this place, but it's also a place of benefit potentially for the rest of the world.
yeah. And then corrupt. Is that
Sorry.
just a single corrupt?
Yeah, sorry, Travis.
Corrupt.
What?
I think you had tried to purify Center Mage at one point.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah, it was going to be like, yeah, let's purify it. If we can take out that king, that just seems like a good thing to follow it up. But we didn't do
Right.
that, so
Yep.
it makes sense that it's continuing to.
Okay, so Center Mage is now -4. And wow, that's pretty heavy. Trav, going back to you real quick, what purity is Dirt Town?
Oh, it's going to be +1 of like +1 more than whatever they were, or I don't know. I guess maybe just whatever, because I think they were at least +1. So yeah.
Yep, they're +1. So I'd only allow you to go -1, 0, or +1.
Okay, yeah,
Start.
+1.
Yeah.
That's all we need.
Oof. Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my
Peace.
turn. I have 0
All right.
points left.
Great. Spencer, you're up. What you got?
We're gonna do an event
Yes.
Where at?
based
Continent?
on I don't know, not really a continent. Down here. Oops.
Where the Tower of the Dead is?
Down here, yeah. So
Shit.
I'd
building
say
off
that's
of the shit that
continent
Chris
left,
did.
so.
The many traders that make their way back and forth twixt these two places saw this light. And whoa.
I don't know, guys. Everybody's dead there.
Woe
What's the
upon
point?
them.
No.
And
NK and Watasato.
Yep.
See the light.
and
See
some
the
of the
light of
trade
the
ships decide to go investigate what's happening here. And per the event actions, gold mine can be found, a storm at sea. They go down there and they strike gold in the form of all these things that were left behind. All
Right,
these corpses of these dead people that have turned
Uh-huh.
into things. So they've actually started excavating this glowing tower of the
Shit.
dead.
that they don't really know is
They're not
dead
really,
things.
yeah, obviously
Yeah,
they don't
just-
know what, like, this place
Yeah.
was. There was never
Yeah.
big activity down here. They didn't stop down here. But hey, they saw a
Nothing-
light, and now they're finding all these magical things. Like, awesome.
Yeah.
And as they find objects, they're going to be dropping them off in Watasato, in Kimitoro, and Bensi, and they're going to be distributing them.
What's the
No-
worst that could happen?
Yeah,
What's
there's
the-
no possible bad things that can
This is-
happen.
I see this as an absolute win.
Exactly.
Absolutely.
Watasato becomes rich, but at what cost?
And
We'll find
and
out.
obviously some of the things that go west get taken to the great college of
Matatani?
yeah, thank you. It's too small to read.
It's
So,
okay,
you know-
I'm starting to remember everything.
I know, I remember a lot
slowly.
of my things, but not all of it yet.
That's what, like, looking at this map when we're loading up for people when we were getting started, I was like, this is getting cool. This is like, oh yeah, I recognize that name.
This is starting to become our world. Yeah. Is there anything else on your turn?
No, that's all of my points. I'm tapped. Ding ding. I'm tapped for both points and ideas.
Okay. That's round 6. Round 7. So now we need 3 people to vote that we will be done.
Mhm.
All we need is 3. Last time we had 2. So if 3 people vote, we're done, and we stop the game there. Um, let's do a vote. So vote. Raise your hand. Vote yes if you want to stop Dawn of Worlds there.
Please, someone, let it end.
Need one more. One
We-
more turn.
We've built so many hooks right now.
Yeah.
We
There are many
Build
hooks.
Yeah, so many
there are
hooks.
many
Exactly.
doors, Ed boy.
Per the rules, that is where we will end.
I was like,
For the
I'll be
voting.
okay with ending here, but I'm not gonna vote for it. I'm not gonna push for it.
I wanted one more turn. I didn't have quite enough points last time.
I'll tell you what I want. What I wanted to try to do
Yeah,
with.
yeah.
Tell us about your
I think
30
that's fair.
points, because I want to know.
Yeah.
So 30
That's
was
fair.
kind of arbitrary, but basically it was just gonna be a 3 times as big catastrophe kind of thing. Because basically my idea was so the center mage and all this stuff it's getting pretty spooky and nasty. We sent an army down there, that didn't work. Why don't we just crack the world throat and just like send them off like California and and so yeah, just like a super big
You were going to set them adrift.
yeah, just like basically like I'm sure it wouldn't like literally be a drift, but just like disconnect the land, like it's spreading all these vines and stuff. Just like try to crack all the way along that big old thing.
So here's the thing, because the three of us decided to end it, I'd be okay with Travis and Chris doing free actions to do whatever they want.
Well, I mean, then I'd go ahead and spend points too if we were to keep going.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got more things I could
I don't
do,
know.
but I'm tapped on good ideas.
Chris,
Yeah, same.
message me your idea. Just because
look, I'll give you my idea. You won't like my idea. I'll like my idea.
I don't like anyone's ideas.
But yeah, I mean, that's
That's
an
why
idea
I
too.
GM.
We can all
It's
just
why-
message Jake. It's like whatever message we have, whatever idea
Yeah,
we got going.
You know, you certainly can. At this point, too, all the details, I tried to capture as much as you gave me, as much as I could keep up with sometimes when you're talking. But at this point, it's time for you all to let go.
All right, everyone disconnect. This stream is just Jake now.
It's
I
just gonna be
Um,
on just sitting
Felicia.
here.
Let go, as at this point, now I will take these ideas, mold them into what, basically, take them and work them into the stories that I want to see. Some of them I won't touch very much. Some of them will be mere lines on a page. Some of them might be built upon further because they have a profound impact on the world. Uh, but some of these things you have in your head, and the way how I bring them to the table may not be like you thought. So, it's going to be a half a year, who knows, till we actually get to play this, which is kind of nuts to think about. It all depends on when we finish Eversky. So, just yeah, I I'm excited. We're done with the world. As soon as I have a world name, as soon as I have continent names, I'll tell you that stuff.
World name, continent names,
Continent
Yep.
left, continent right.
North Continent.
And then
Continent
many
left.
things will be built upon. He gave me a lot of hooks. I
Yeah.
have, I had a couple areas that I was planning, or I was thinking about starting the game, or holding the entire game, but I think we're just gonna hold the entire game in Dirt Town. Yeah, uh, with the woodlands. Okay.
And we'll just discover. Well, no, we don't get to leave, so we don't get to discover.
No, you don't get
this.
to leave. You
No.
don't get to leave anywhere. This is it. This is the game.
List of things we know about Dirt Town. Where it is, the name.
What's around it, like the ancient
It's
ruins
surrounded
found
by
in the woods.
trees.
Trees and then undead
And there's an
in a
army of
time
the undead in
ruin.
the distance.
Yeah.
It's the woodlands that are gonna fight off the undead army.
I
Yeah.
don't know how far that is though. It could be like 1,000 miles between, maybe even 10,000 miles between Dirt Town and the ancient ruins. This could be
Could
a
be.
Man, that
to
scale would be miserable.
It could only be 10 miles. It's only 10 miles away.
Turns out the whole world's only a couple hundred miles across.
Very small.
So how big are the
Uh,
three
Actually,
continents?
actual size here.
The combined area is about the size of Rhode Island.
Oh, you know.
See, it's fine.
Yeah.
I like the beacon stuff came back. We're
Yeah,
just throwing a lot of like
Full circle.
random.
you can
Okay,
see
a lot of
the
big cool
desert from Cold Nest.
Oh boy,
You what?
Cold Nest was tall. Maybe it's a world that curls inside. It's not a globe. It's a.
I gotta
Right.
say, I like what you're doing with that northwest portion of the world, Michael. Especially with a corrupted individual.
With
Oh,
That
the
left
ruins
Yeah,
and
right
stuff.
there.
I feel like I got
Yeah.
really focused on that, but it's I kept having bad point rolls, and I had to kind of little
Pace
by
yourself.
little do
Yeah.
things that he was trying to do, so I couldn't interact with the rest of the world for a while there.
That's all
That's
right.
the big-
Sometimes it's better to try and focus on one part than try and do 100 different things.
Yeah.
Because
That's what like with the point things. I like it because it kind of maybe like can help like give you an idea or like restrict ideas. But yeah, it stinks that some of the times then it's just like you don't get to interact with other people's things as much and just throw out random stuff. That's why I kind of like having some turns where it's like, well, I didn't know what I was gonna do. I'll just do something with somebody else's stuff.
Yeah,
It's kind of cool.
I really like
All right.
this. I think I'll probably at some point for my own pleasure just kind of tinker with the rules and revise them myself just to
Oh, the Dawn of World stuff.
Yeah.
play with it a little bit because there's some
I've already got a document started on that if you want to see it at some point
It
here.
would be nice to do this again sometime with smaller world.
It's a
Um,
small world.
Yeah, make it a bit more condensed,
Yeah.
or maybe
Like
you're
one
not even
time.
doing the entire world. Like some of
Yeah.
the races that appear, they're elsewhere in the world they come from, but here they are. Here's a city of them or something. I don't know.
I mean,
But
Yeah.
it could be just increasing the scale and saying, hey, here's the scale that you can do more impact of.
yeah, I could have definitely
Yeah.
done that, and we talked about that a little bit at the beginning, way back when. But
Or even like
we live and learn. This
doing
is
this on an
this is a good
island.
example for me. Yeah.
Yeah.
If I had to ask all of you, what are some of your favorite things in this world? All right, let's just go. I just want to know one by one. Um, Name your favorite thing in the world. Just one. If you had to choose one thing, whether that's a race, whether that's a city, an idea, an event that happened.
boy.
I could probably go. I got a couple of things I really like about this world. One is the divide between chaos and law. The left continent has a lot of chaos going on. Right continent has a lot of law going on in terms of, and you can just go right off the bat with lots of really cool setting ideas. Khatub in particular, I really like in terms of what it could offer in terms of the kind of the ideas for magic in the world. You could have really cool Obi-Wan Kenobi types coming out of there. But overall, yeah, as well as kind of that contrast to the northern continent. I think we got a lot of potential here.
Mhm. Yeah, I'll follow up on that. I mean, mostly to echo what Keith said, but thinking what he was saying too made me think about what Jake said at the beginning about magic's role in this world. I don't remember the detail on a detailed level what you had said thematically or but yeah, there I mean between the crazy stuff that's going on in Center Mage and um, we've got two places now, the Mektoba and Center Mage with extra planar or extra dimensional kind of influences in this world. So there's like up in the north part, we've got that crazy dimensional storm. And down here, we've got portals importing, all there are lots of ways that magic can interact, and I mean, different. You had mentioned, I think, in your last text there, Keith, about different theories on how magic works, and that can
Right.
all of that is kind of ever since the beginning of this world has been kind of in play, kind of in an
Mm-hmm.
undercurrent. There's some cool stuff that can, and then of course, undead rising, maybe different kinds of mad. We got mad zone. I forgot about the mad zone here. Yeah, if kind of competing, or maybe there is one unifying theory of how magic works that underlies all of this that nobody understands, and I could see, that could be something that a race like the Ulhakma ends up
Mm-hmm.
tapping into that for. Yeah, there's that's some really cool stuff there. I
Yeah.
just we
I
could.
like how I like we took the word Spelldrowned. We leaned into it. We kind of made sure we had some specific ways in which magic was a pervasive part of this world.
We really took that and beat the
And
shit out of that concept.
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
and
I
who
kind
knows
of
if that's going to be what the campaign's about now?
There's the
yeah.
beacon too, the Lost Beacons Monument,
Yeah.
Yep.
the
And there's
ley
the
line.
new active beacon.
Yeah.
Yeah,
If
maybe.
anything, like Spelldrowned was almost the inciting incident for the world, um, uh, and now maybe a different theme is making itself apparent for the campaign,
Mhm.
the actual campaign.
Yeah, but
Magic,
oh, go ahead, Chris. I'll shut up.
madness, and magic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Magic as madness.
The probably like my favorite thing, kind of like I really like the kind of like the world throat and the kind of the area that got built around that, but like a lot of that also with like the ley line, just kind of how like kind of what you guys were saying, but just like the magic of the world, how it like seems to have effects on a lot of stuff. Like, because there was the whole
Mm-hmm.
thing of like the world throat was like kind of like a drain of magic or stuff going through. I kind of liked how I kind of thought of like the Kaijaka kind of interacting with that and stuff like that, and just the kind of and just the ideas of like how like almost like an ecosystem of the magic, like the flow of like okay, there's like a precipitation of it like flowing through here, and just doing a bunch of stuff. Just the fact that it's kind of like a unique world in that sense, I guess, was one of my kind of favorite things.
And I guess for me on the opposite side of that is how thoroughly and more and detailed we've mapped out like the connections between the cities. Like there's
Yeah.
roads, there's shipping lanes. These places are pretty tight with each other and send things back and forth and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
having
like that. It was. I felt like it was mostly like I wouldn't have minded like building more on those kind of things. Like a lot of it was the stuff that you kind of built in there. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's definitely
That's
cool when
something
we
to
got
keep.
that.
I guess that'd be something to keep in mind for a future game. Is the events that changed and shaped the world in dramatic ways are very exciting, but the relations between cities, good and bad, um, that tells just as much of a story.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
kind of expecting more of that in this third age, but it turned out to be a lot of catastrophes and events, which are cool also. But because yeah, I know I definitely had some like, well, I want to make sure I get this in before
Mm-hmm.
the end of this and stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's really interesting thinking about all the different. So we were talking about races, how many there are, but there are also a lot of factions that we've kind of made, and even started doing some tinkering with how they're aligned with each other, or how they're, if there are alliances, and I could see this being an interesting space for lots of different kinds of intrigue, political or otherwise.
Mm-hmm.
That could do. We could play around in it on a very small and local scale, but it could also easily connect to a really big, kind of epic, world sweeping thing. That doesn't necessarily need to be like a conflict between good and evil necessarily, but like all the things that are in motion here can operate really in really interesting ways locally, but could also be like world spanning, and that could be there could be some interesting zones of contact in that regard. But I think the number 3 is going to be really important in this campaign. We got the 3 mountains, each on 3 continents that had the 3 ley lines that formed the triangle, and at the center of this is the
You've got the three races of the the Jinshi, Seishi, and the Midoshi. You have the Ulama, the Ulhakma, and the Ujama. You got 3 there. There's some other 3s, the 3 continents, I think you said. Yeah.
I kind of, well, yeah, I guess they kind of wound up being on each of the different continents. Like I kind of had the 3 main races that I was kind of working with, and like the star snakes and the woodlings were kind of just like extra things, just to be like kind of a rare, newer race and stuff. And with the different stuff.
All right. I'm going to shut down Twitch.
Oh yeah,
please.
Hi,
Please
Twitch.
do that.
Goodbye,
Thank
Twitch.
you for recording and watching. If you watch,
thank you, future self.
Watch in the future. Yeah.
Goodbye, future self.